Hello, hi.
Hi Megha, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm good.
So your name, is it Nancy or is it pronounced as Naincy?
Nancy.
Nancy. Okay, so the
Yeah,
I, yeah, it threw me off.
yeah.
Okay, that's a very nice name. It is the name of one of my favorite school teachers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Great.
So this is your sixth session with Clapingo, right? So are you enjoying the ride?
Yes. Yeah, actually I'm learning a lot of things, and
Hmm.
I mean I knew about the problems which I was having uh related to my communication, but
Okay.
yeah, there was like they threw a light on that, and now I think I'm being more conscious while speaking.
They threw light on that. Wow, that's quite an advanced phrase to use. I'm already impressed, Nancy.
Okay.
So, like, see, everybody has a different personality, right? Like, your personality is different from mine. So, our way of looking at life is also pretty different. So, I
Correct.
want to know what is your definition of happiness? If you could tell me that, it would be great. How would you define happiness?
Um, Actually, that's quite a tough question to answer.
Mhm.
For me, happiness would be um, to be present in the moment and not thinking about anything else.
Hmm.
Otherwise, our mind is quite a way that it keeps on thinking. It's keep on hopping on another thoughts, or as like studies so says that 99% of the time our thoughts are repetitive, and
Yeah.
we are kind of like either we are thinking about past or we are worrying about future.
Future,
So
exactly.
that's the thing. So I think happiness would be if I am maybe it always happens that when we take a walk in the nature, then I
Correct.
think for a fraction of second I would say that our mind is present, but then again we just hop on to another thought. But yeah,
Yes.
so happiness would be to be in present and actually enjoy the moment where we are.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that
That's
that
such a
would be.
beautiful definition. Yeah. Enjoying the present moment without worrying about the future or regretting the past. So there's no point to any of that, right? Okay, very well, very
Hmm.
nice definition and a good outlook towards life. And now let's talk about success. If you ask a 10th standard student what is the meaning of success, he or she will tell you getting 95% plus.
Yeah.
So, what is your definition of success at this stage?
um for me success would be for now, like since I am earning to double my salary, I think.
Very honest answer.
Yeah. And yeah, actually I wanted to do something on my own, that
Okay.
would be either content creation or anything, and that's why I'm here in Clipango, because sometimes I think language should be a actually language is a medium. If I am not
Right.
communicating enough my thoughts or my
Hmm.
idea, then I think there is no point to be a content creator. So I love to do podcast. I have recorded few, but now I want to make it like professional. So yeah, so that would be, I think, once I started running that podcast, I don't know, like I'm not caring about
Yeah.
whether it would be successful or not.
Hmm.
I just started a professional podcast, and that
Okay.
would be, I think, start of successes.
That's pretty cool. Along with the fact that you mentioned you want double your salary, I completely agree with you. Even I share the same sentiment. But I think leaving your presence on social media, doing your own podcast, I think that adds a lot of value to your life, right?
Yeah,
So, where do you want your podcasts to go live? On which social media platform?
YouTube and Spotify.
YouTube and Spotify. Cool. Do you already have a YouTube channel? Have you posted anything?
Yes, yes, I have created some videos when COVID hit.
Mhm.
So yeah, so I have
That's
recorded
nice.
one podcast, but now I
Yeah.
am doing with in corporate level. So I have recorded 2 or 3 episodes there.
That's pretty decent, That's a decent start to your journey. So, are you enjoying the process?
Yes, because I think that's my league, that's my passion. I love to
Mm-hmm.
talk to people. I love to know what they are thinking and what their perspective about life is.
Right.
So that's yeah. So that's why I wanted to do a podcast.
Okay. So, do you consider yourself to be a people person, a real people person?
Yes.
Nice, good. I'm so glad. This is one skill that I need to pick up. In the class, it's fine. I do interact. I enjoy a lot talking with my learners, but outside, I am at a loss of words. Like, would it be awkward if I approach this person? Should I go and talk to this person? I'm already, second guessing myself. So, yeah, this is great, Nancy. Okay. And if you had to choose between one, like a very tough choice, being
Hmm.
happy versus being successful, now that you've defined both, yeah, it's a hypothetical question, of course. What would you like to go for? Being happy all the time or being insanely successful?
Um, I think if money is no concern, then I would be
Hmm.
happy. I would choose happiness.
Very good. Yeah. I couldn't have said it in a better way. Yeah, very true. Yeah, if money is not a concern, we'll all go for happiness. But if money is a concern, if I say like I just want to be happy, I'll quit my job. Who wants the stress? Then it's not practical.
Correct. And if I think if I am happy, if I am in a
Hmm.
good mood, then I think success will follow.
That's a beautiful way to look at it. All right, great. And are there any qualities that you would like to imbibe? I think you already have a pretty magnetic personality, but if there's any skill or any quality that you would like to imbibe, what would it be?
English speaking. I mean, I do speak,
Really? Huh.
like I speak decent, but not that great because I want that persuasive personality so that
Hmm.
if I am talking to someone, they just keep
Hmm.
listening to me. I want at that level.
Okay, you want to, enthrall your audience so that they don't look anywhere else. They don't think about anything,
Correct.
but just listen to you.
Yes. I mean, I have
Okay.
attended few seminars and
Yeah.
I really surprised by that they were
Hmm.
seminars were like 6 hours long and I haven't
I haven't
felt
felt.
like boredom for a for a second. So I think that's a quite a personality to have.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So, may I know who this personality was?
Um, One was Vishal Manocha. I mean, if you know Dev Gadvi, Dev Gadvi's mentee is Vishal Manocha. So I have
Okay.
attended his seminar. And
Mm-hmm.
another one is who he was, Julian. Julian. So yeah, I've
Okay.
attended him.
Okay. So, you've thrown yourself into this self development journey.
Yeah, and I think there is one more moment is like actually the person was out of country. He
Okay.
was, I think, from New York or somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
and actually I attended that seminar at 12:30 a.m. till
Wow,
6 a.m.
that's good dedication right there,
Act-
Nancy.
Actually, and that was actually personality development seminar, and that's, I think, I am really attracted to that skill. So yeah.
Wow, that's cool. That's cool. So, in the past, was there any skill that you were not good at, but now you have almost gained perfection or mastery over it, other than English? Anything else?
I think public speaking and communicate. Like I was able to communicate.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think personal development stuff and book reading. Earlier, I was not a book reader, but
Hmm.
now I think I have found a genre about
Hmm.
reading a book that is self development. And now,
Yeah.
I think YouTube videos. Earlier I was not, I think, thinking about it, but now I have
Right.
published it. And so
Mhm.
yeah, this communication stuff. This is thing that I have discovered now, and I think
Perfect. Very
that's it.
good.
That's my zone as well.
So nice. I think reading is a very underrated skill. Many people give up on the first try. They pick a book, they don't like it, they're like, okay, all the books are like this, it's boring, it's bland, I'm never going to read anything again. But that's not a good approach. You have to keep
Correct.
experimenting, right? So, okay. So, what is the best book that you've read? Something that you could call life changing?
Atomic Habits, and
Good
there
one.
is David Allen's Getting Things Done,
Mm-hmm.
and Seven Habits of Highly Effective People. I think these three are master. And yeah, one more. Think and Grow Rich. Something is like that.
Yeah.
Think Big and Grow Rich. Something the book is, but Napoleon Hill's book. I think these
Okay.
four books are life changing, and I have made a video on that as well.
Wow. These are some really great titles,
So, do you
Um,
read books?
Yeah, I do read books, but I am a big procrastinator. Let me tell you that. When I was a
Okay.
student, I would read a lot. Just to escape from studies, I would pick my book. But now, since I'm a working professional, I love my job and I'm procrastinating on reading.
Okay.
So it's become like that now. But yeah,
Okay.
I do read. I enjoy fiction. I love fiction.
Huh, okay.
Hmm.
If you name one, like if any author, like because I am a non-fictional reader, so if you like
Hmm.
suggest one fictional reader, one fiction book to a non-fictional reader, what it would be?
I would strongly recommend you start reading with The Forest of Enchantments by Chitra Banerjee.
Oh, okay, I'll maybe hear a recording again.
Yeah, yeah, it's called The Forest of Enchantments by Chitra Banerjee.
Enchantment.
Yeah, the story is beautiful. The way she has written, her writing style, it can move you as a reader. So
Okay.
whatever the characters are feeling, you will end up feeling the same thing. So you kind of start developing empathy for her character. So I think that's the sign of a prolific writer. So I would recommend her
Hmm.
books. Okay, right.
Yes.
And that's great. That's good. And do you feel that self development journey is hard, or for you it was relatively easy because mentally you're pretty strong?
Yeah, I think for me it was easy because I'm a kind of person that learn things and apply it and move on. So that's
Hmm.
how self development works. So I think it's pretty much same in my way.
Yeah, very good. So how can a person? Okay, now let's say that I'm your audience. Okay, and
Hmm.
you are my development coach, and I ask you, Nancy, ma'am, I'm a thinker. I want to do a lot of things in my life. I have great ideas, and I know I have the skills. But when it comes to doing, I just don't execute the plan. So how do I motivate myself to go from a thinker to a doer? What suggestion would you give?
So first I would ask you like tell me what exactly are you thinking, what ideas you have. So I will, so if you answer like if I currently I'm asking like how many ideas you do you have in your mind, since you have mentioned that you have lots of, so in lots
Yeah.
of I'm assuming there would be a tens and twenties. So now I would I would ask you to write down each 10 ideas on a paper, and you will write down it on the paper. Then I will ask you, then okay, now choose three which you think you are going to implement in next 3 months.
Okay.
Definitely you are not going to implement all 20. Okay, so you will, I mean you take time, 10 minutes or 20 minutes, but you will just come to me and say
Mhm.
okay, these 3 hours I want to implement, and I will say okay, just focus on these three, discard all the 15s or 20s you have.
Okay. So basically prioritizing.
Prioritizing, correct.
Yeah, yeah. Very nice. Good, good. Excellent. Good decision. And a good advice also, not decision, a good advice because we want to do a lot of things, but we need to see what resources we have first. Only then we can go
Yeah.
ahead. Yeah. Okay, cool. And a lot of people these days, they worry too much about what others think. Right. So, what will others think of me? What if my new endeavor fails? So, this fear of failing, this fear of judgment, it doesn't allow people to even begin in the first place, right? So, how would you motivate a person with this kind of thinking?
Fear of failing, actually, that is something that I don't have, and I have never
Mhm.
experienced this because if I fail any interview, I'll just took a learning and okay, that's it. Okay, let's move on. And so I would say to him that maybe her or him, whoever he is or she is, I would say
Whoever they
like
are,
whoever they
whoever
are,
they are, yeah.
okay, whoever they are,
Mhm.
I would just say to them, just keep on trying. I mean, one failure doesn't, I mean, I'll give an example of Einstein. He
Mhm.
built
Mhm.
like I think 999 bulbs till he get the till
Till
he
he
got
got.
that
Mhm.
one light bulb.
Mhm.
So that example I would give him, and maybe I would narrate the story in a better way to
Yeah.
again apply my persuasive skills to that, and maybe
Yeah.
present in that way.
Yeah.
And the second example maybe I will give about the uh, the strike that we do on a stone. Like we
Hmm.
have to keep on striking the stone until it
Hmm.
gets it is not that one last strike that uh,
Hmm.
broke the stone. It's
Hmm.
99 efforts also count. So I
Yeah.
would say that to him, like every failure will teach you a lesson, and just learn that lesson and move on.
Very nice. Good job. Great. So I'm really impressed. Even though you are still learning how to be a personality coach, how to get into the zone, you're already quite good at it. Okay. So tell me,
Thank you.
Nancy, do you want corrections? Do you want feedback, or you're here
Yes,
just to
yes.
practice and build your confidence?
No, no, I want feedback.
Okay, very well. So you are a fantastic speaker. Let's begin with that. You're quite remarkable. You have good knowledge of English. The way you use phrases, sentences, tenses, vocabulary, it's too good. All right. But one thing that I've noticed in the way you speak, your thoughts are faster than your words. right? So what
Yeah.
happens when you're saying something, you leave one idea unfinished and you jump to the next idea. And
Yeah.
the connector you use is I mean. So let's say you're saying something and then another idea pops your mind. You completely abandon the first idea, then you're like, I mean, and then you go to the next
Correct.
idea.
Yeah.
Right? So this is the only thing I feel in which you can improve. It's great if you are getting a lot of ideas in your mind. Let it be a repository, let it be stored in your mind, but complete what you've already started. Otherwise, if your learner or if your mentee, na, they're called mentee. Yeah, if your mentee is a very curious person, they'll have a lot of doubts. Okay, ma'am, you said something, but then you stopped. So that
Right.
confusion will arise.
Correct.
So, yeah,
And
when you
how would
have
I
a lot
do
of
that?
ideas,
Because
yeah.
this two feedbacks I am getting from, I think, each session. Now I
Hmm.
think, how would I correct it?
Okay, so you have to be a little bit more self-aware. All right,
Hmm.
self-aware because see, you know better how your mind works, right? So you're saying something and you know you're getting a second idea. Just store it, fight the urge to skip. Okay,
Okay.
it's all about the inner strength and fighting the urge to do this. All right, it
Okay.
won't happen overnight, but try to do it for at least one answer in the next session. When you're talking and talking and talking and you're getting multiple ideas, fight the urge to abandon your current idea. All right,
Okay. Yeah.
finish it, and then pick the second one. All right,
Okay.
it's all about being a little self-aware, fighting the urge, and doing small steps. I won't say 100% you can do it in the next session, little by little, so
Right.
that ultimately after 5 sessions you will be perfect with it. Okay, that's it. That's the
Okay.
only way.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
pretty good. Yeah, that's it. And you speak. I could have told you to reduce your pace of speech, but I observe that if you're a motivational speaker, you need to have that rhythm in your speech, right? If you're speaking
Yeah.
very slowly, very aram, say the audience will drift away. So you have that
Correct.
good rhythm to your speech. So good job.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, that's it. That's it
Yes.
from my end. You have anything to
Yeah.
ask me?
I think I would ask one thing like, is there any article or website or any book maybe to correct my sentences formation? Because sometimes I feel that, okay, it might be because of thoughts. So, do you recommend any books or something for
No,
that?
not to
It's
you.
just
See,
practice.
yeah, it's just practice, it's speaking. Like, I think theoretically you have a lot of knowledge, it's just putting it into good use. So, my
Hmm.
recommendation is revising what you've already read. This is very
Okay.
underrated. Everyone says read new things, but I would like to
Mm-hmm.
recommend revise what you've already read so that those phrases, those ideas get stuck in your mind and they don't vanish when you want to speak about it.
Right.
So, revisions. Okay, because
Okay.
you're
Yeah.
not reading for English, you're reading for content. So,
Correct.
revisit. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Okay. Correct.
Okay. That's
Yes.
it, Nancy. That's it from my end.
Yeah.
And it was so nice talking to you. You're a very
Same
good
here.
speaker, definitely an advanced level speaker. Just work on that small feedback and you're good to go.
Sure. Okay.